Hi, everyone. I hope you are doing well. So, this is a quick little message I want to do today based on a question I had received on one of my previous videos. And the question was, can you tell me how to actually work on the Earth's grid? So, this is something I have actually addressed in various different videos, but I think based on this question, it's good for me to do its own video. So, here this is. Also, sorry, I'm not putting out a lot of content right now. That's simply because I have um, very swollen lymph nodes right now for the past couple of weeks, which are making it very difficult for me to speak. So just taking a little bit of a pause right now until this gets better, and then I'll come back on. But I do understand there's a lot of people being impacted by throat activations right now in the collective. If this is you, I really feel for you. Hang in there, it does get better. But other than that, I should be back on here soon and hopefully doing more content more frequently once I'm a little bit better. Okay, in terms of the question, how do you actually know, or how do you actually work on the grid? This is going to really vary for each individual, and it is not something you need to worry about or preoccupy your mind with. What you should be focused on your journey, and this actually applies not to just twin flames, but it could be if you are a light worker. So if you've had a spontaneous awakening, your job is to focus on your inward journey. As you focus on your inward journey, you will align with your soul's calling, and what is meant for you will call to you, right? I don't know if you've ever heard that quote, but it's basically, if you have a calling, it will keep calling to you until you kind of respond, is the way to go here. Your job is just to focus on the inside, get into inner alignment. Your intuition is going to speak to you. You will get the necessary downloads as it's time. Things will remind you of what you need to do as you move along in the journey. And let me just be clear here. If you have a calling that's calling out to you, not everything is made clear right away. I've made a lot of content on this, but basically what ends up happening is you kind of got to follow the crumbs on your journey. It's a journey of faith. It's a journey of tests along the way to help prepare you. The tests are never really tests, but it's more so preparation for what you're about to embark on. So the way that this shows up really is, you need to just focus on your inward journey, align with your intuition. Your intuition will lead you where you need to go. If you are a grid worker, right, and just because you're a twin flame doesn't mean you have to be traveling all across the world. It will vary for each individual. If you're a light worker, same thing. Not every light worker is meant to travel. You will hear. Your job is to make sure that you are quiet enough to hear. Your job is to show up for meditation. Your job is to, align with your soul to be able to hear your intuition. And then you will be guided and prepared as you move along. So don't worry about, oh my God, how am I going to activate the grid? Or where do I need to be? How do I go? None of that matters. What you need to focus on is your meditation. What you need to focus on is stillness. What you need to focus on is sharpening your intuition. And as you do that, the rest will unfold naturally. This is not something that happens overnight. Meditation is something you just got to build on, and the intuition will get louder and clearer. And, your other gifts will also come online if that is meant for you, depending on what you're meant to do. So do not worry about the how and the when. Just focus on the day-to-day, be in the present moment. Just do your meditation, inner alignment, listen to your intuition, and the rest will come to you in time. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.